Hello my lovelies, look at the day we've got here. It's like, can you hear the birds? It's absolutely beautiful. Pigs are munching. Wilma has had her toes cut today, not her toes, her nails cut. She had a little pedicure because they grow really long. And I have just been sorting out their pen, and you come in here with me. It's their house. I'm in the pig house, which is lovely and sweet smelling. You don't really have to change their bedding very often because they are so clean, but I've decided that I need to clear out some of this. So I'm going to completely clear out their pig pen and disinfect it so that there's no unwanted germs or anything. And you see how bitty it's got. This gets in their coat. And I'm going to I would normally put straw down, but unfortunately, because we had such good weather this year, there isn't a crop. Most of the farmers chopped it back into the field. So we can't get any straw this year at all. So I'm going to refit their bed out with a bale of hay, which they will eat a lot of, but they like to bury themselves. They like to bury themselves underneath. They like their snouts covered, and it's a little bit hard to bury your head under these bits. They like some long bits. Here comes Wilma. Hello Wilma, I'm in your house. I know. I'm going to clear it out and give you some fresh bedding. That's right. And I'm going to sprinkle it. They're very nosy. They always come in here when I'm doing it, like I'm tearing their house down. Yeah? So I'm going to let you know how I get on and show you their lovely new bedding. I'm going to rake all of these bits out. So they've got a few cobwebs up here, look. But pigs' sheds don't need to be very tall because they're not very tall. So I'm going to get rid of all the cobwebs, give it a bit of a spring clean. There's Wilson out there. Wilson, I know, they know that all that straw out there is the straw I've already taken out. So anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Hello Wilson. Hello Wilma. So I have got probably not even half of their bedding out. Look how much space it covers. Because they pack it down, so you kind of need a bit of a pickaxe to get it out. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to show you what I find in her bed, because Wilma, lovely Wilma, she brings sticks and logs into the bed like teddy bears. So here's a log that I keep pulling these out because when they're trying to settle down for the night, you know, she'll have the log all kind of nestled around her, and then the others are trying to lay next to her and there's a giant log in the way. So I'm just going to go in again. Hard to get in because see how much, it's just like so much. Let's get the fork in. Ah. Look, there's one of her logs, and I cut the hedge for them, and there are great big long sticks, and during the summer months there's just like huge amounts of sticks everywhere. So here's one, and she's nibbled this one down. I don't know what she likes about her sticks, but I throw them out. There's one right over there actually. I throw them out there and they always make their way back in. Here's a log. She's very partial to this little log. So out it goes. So you see here, this is just absolutely solid impacted, and by the time I've dug it all out, it'll all be pretty much fluffy and dry. But I've noticed from the snow, this is a bit wet here, which is a first. So this is why we clear them out, really. So look, I'll show you. It's just, you know, really hard to get it out. Small sticks. So it's going to take me a while, and this little compacted corner will probably fill this entrance and I'll be kind of blocked in. Anyway, I'll show you how I go. Oh, I don't know how long this will last. I should probably knock it down myself. Hello babies. see where it's coming in wet, if that's just because of all the snow we had or not. The cars, you don't want them. I mean, maybe that's why they've banked it up actually, because they're not stupid. They're very clever. So let's get that bit straight out and keep sitting in an atmosphere of any damp hay. But it doesn't smell damp in here at all. It smells just sweet, really. I mean, it's good enough. We could sleep in this. I know they're all going. Oh right, this is really wet in this corner. This has never been wet before, but we haven't had it out this winter. You would never know it was wet in here. This is why you have to check them. Chuck the wet stuff straight out. Right, and the reason is they have shifted their house off its foundation by rucking in here and kind of digging, and you know, they're very heavy creatures and they're incredibly strong. So what's happened is the outside here, let me see if I can show you the outside. See, this is where the floor ends here, and this is just the outside, and so they've shifted the house probably this far back, so I shall have to get Wink to help me with that, because this shed is solid and really heavy. So that's good. So we haven't got any holes in the floor. We've got a shed that's off its rockers. A bit like me. So that's good. And I think this is why they've banked it up so high here, because normally it's not banked up this high. And I will, every now and then I come in and I pull it down, because Wilma's in charge of everything. And if she's got the best bit of the bed with all the straw, then they're left with a little bit of straw they can't dig in. There's a lot of argy-bargy goes on in here, and you have to tell them to be good. Whenever they're arguing in here and we're out in the garden, we just go, be nice, and immediately they all stop squealing, which is quite funny. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this, but I'm gonna have to wait for Wink to get back. He's gone to see one of his friends to return an amp he was borrowing to see how it would work with his cigar box guitars. So yeah, oh see, there's some lovely fresh bit of straw there banked in, and that will, you know, have been from ages ago. So I think this whole shed is off its sliders, and it doesn't help that Wilson keeps digging up the foundations from the outside. That's his latest thing. I think he's looking for slugs and things like that to eat, because the ground is wet. Yeah, look. Yeah, so it just goes to show you only need a little bit of a kind of hole in the floor, and the damp just kind of rises up out of the floor, as we know from our own houses. But it's hard to see because I come in and I check, and you know, I top it up with some fresh straw, because they do like nibbling away at their bedding in the night. They kind of kibble it all down to like a couple of inches, so it really gets into their coat, and it must be very itchy for them. But actually, when you lift up all of Wilma's hair particularly, she has lots of tiny little bits of straw all woven in right between her skin. It's like a little insulating layer. So I guess it keeps her really, really warm, and they don't really feel the cold, pigs. Yeah. Which is just as well, really. I guess the pigs that live in houses inside, well, actually the meat pigs, they're just pink and they don't have any hair. People are often surprised how much hair our pigs have, and it's because they live outside. But meat pigs unfortunately live in barns, in, you know, close proximity, really crowded in, so they've got very hot bodies, pigs. Well, I think they're is it 2 or 4 degrees hotter than human body temperature, so they keep very warm, and so they won't grow hair. Wilma goes practically bald in the summer. She drops all of her hair, but it all starts growing through. She's like a little skinhead, a little like, you know, half a millimetre of stubble everywhere, like a 2-day shadow. But what's nice to see is that this wet has stayed right in the corner. It's not where they sleep, and it's not touching them, and it's not a foosty. Hello, Wilson. Look, he's come to say hello. Hello, mate. I know, what am I doing? I'm in your house. I'm in your house. Hello, darling. I know you're so beautiful. They're very curious animals. They say curiosity killed the cat, but I think it got pigs first. Trying to angle this down. So here it is, it's all cleaned out. Jeggy is watching. I've got it on ultimate brightness because I thought it might make a difference, but it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. So I'm going to get about with this, which is an antibacterial that I've made up. And I'm just going to spray it over everywhere. Get into all the corners. The spray works best. And it's not dangerous for them either. I'm particularly get into this rotten corner. Hello, Wilma. Hello. Oh no, you love me. Go and lay down outside. Go on. Off you go. Off you go. Huh? Baby girlie. Oh no, please don't come in. Why are you coming in? Go on out. 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 Go on. Out. 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 Good. Good girl. Off you go. Go on. See how good she is? Oh, right, I'm going to get spraying now.
It's dinner time.
Is it dinner time? Oh. Wilson, would like some pig nuts? Wilma, would like some pig nuts? We're going to feed them up the top because we're going to move their house now. Yeah, it's exciting. Just feed them right up the top, off the hay, off the straw. Oh. There they go. There they go. I've given them carrots, but you can give them some more. Oh, exciting. See how excited Wilson gets. He paces up and down, Wilma just waits. Little babies. Ooh, that's the sound you like, the sound of the bin being opened. Wilson's pacing up and down, he's just beside himself with excitement. They'll all walk down here now, they're expecting to get fed down here. Wilma always waits to have some put in her mouth because she knows she gets a much bigger mouthful. She's no fool. See? Right, we're going to get in the pen now. We're going to heave-ho the house forward onto its foundations. And we're going to keep the pigs occupied because we don't want them trying to get in the house while we're doing this. So we're going to keep them occupied with their food up at the top. So we're starting to fill it up now with fresh hay. Way be nice out there. They're having their food, so they're having a bit of an argument, as they usually do. We've got this new hay, which is, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a piece of timber. It's so compacted, it's come in a bag, it's really heavy. But we need to kind of, it's not as nice as the usual hay we have, but I guess maybe there's a hay issue, I don't know. But Normally a bale of hay is about 3 or 4 foot long, and this is like 1.5 feet, but just it's really hard to shake up. I mean, they will do a lot of this themselves, but I like to kind of spread it around, make it nice for them. I love doing this. I love this bit of looking after animals. We've shifted the house forward and over. Be nice. They'll be in here in a minute because it's hay. Hello, Wilson. Is he? God, it goes a long way, this hay. Hello, Wilson. Are you going to be the first to come in? You coming in? You coming in? Look. You can come in. I know. I know. Wilma will be in behind you in a minute, won't she? Oh, Wilson's knocked my phone off. Wilson's knocked the phone off. Trying to tilt it back so you can see. He was in. Their voices really resonate in this shed, so they sound really loud, really gruff. I love Wilson's deep, deep voice. They all got such distinctive voices. Even when I worked with 53 pigs, I could tell who was talking, because they've all got different voices, just like humans. And they've got lots of different things they say, so I kind of, when I'm in the house, I can tell what's going on with the pigs just by the way they're chatting to each other. I can always tell when Wilma's doing her I'm the alpha pig and beasting them about. Well, she doesn't beast them about, she just kind of gives them a look and they all run away because they know not to argue with her, because she will just give them a shove and they don't like that. Just like that. See? That's Wilma shoving Jagger out in the pen, because there's only a few nuts left, so she wants to be the pig that has them all. You coming in again? You coming in? There you go. There you go. And here comes Wilma. Here comes Wilma. See? Oh, Wilson's got to go outside because Wilma wants to come in, you see. That's what being top pig's all about. And pull it back so we get a bit of spare floor at the front. They'll have this all banked up later. They know how they like it. But I always kind of do it a bit like a horse bed. Make it all flat and even and all lovely and fluffed up. Oh. So, here it is. It's all lovely. I think that's enough. We've got a big step here. Oh, you gonna come in the house? You gonna go and see? You gonna go and see? Look. Look. You going in, Wilson? See? There it is, all done. Jagger's having a mammoth drink.
Massive.
We're gonna level the floor off here so there's not such a big step down to go in. And we're going to put all this fluffy stuff around this bottom end of the pen, which pretty much it is. And then what will happen? What will happen is the rain will get it all wet and it will start it biodegrading, because it doesn't really biodegrade down in the house because no weather gets to it and it's dry. And it will very quickly go down. Oh look, here we go. Here she is.
I told you.
Immediately she has to have a look down there because they've never been down there. It's too small for you, isn't it, Wilma?
They're going to stop her trying.
Oh, she's going to have a drink.
She's going to end up stuck down there and freaking out and wrecking the place.
No, she won't. See? You can see how much we've pulled the house forward, but now we've got this big gap. Jagger will definitely, they'll want to root about down there because it's all new. As I said, curiosity. These are all straight there now. Oh, look! Is that nice? She's wagging her tail, see? She likes that. Bit of a step down, we'll sort that out for you. Is that nice? Oh, she says, look, a giant bed of edible material. Right, we're going to get beasting the pen about now. Sort out the front entrance because they'll very quickly shift this house back to where it was with argy-bargy in there, won't they, Wink?
Well, probably.
Probably, so might put something behind it to stop it moving.
I'm still worried that Jagger's going to go down there.
Well, Jagger will go down there, but he's got a good reverse. Pigs reverse, they can't turn round. They need quite a big turning circle, so they have an ability to reverse.
Panic if he feels trapped.
He might, we'll sort it out. So what will happen tonight is these little guys won't get to come to bed when they want to because Wilma won't let them in because she's eating the hay. But hey ho, as they say, excuse the pun, it is what it is. So I will show you what the pen looks like when we're finished. All right then, see you in a minute. So here we are, it's all finished now. And look, you can see the moon is out. Oh, it's nearly a full moon. Hello, Jagsy. Jagsy wants a scratch, but he doesn't like to lie down for a scratch. So I've spread, I've got some nice bits. They've been laying down in this pile here, having scratches, haven't you? Hey? Hello. Hello, baby. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Hey? Hey? You're a good boy. You smell so good, Jagsy. You smell so good. So, they're all happy. Wink's battling in the shed because he's broken one of his tools. There he is in the shed. He's broken one of his tools. Wilma's following me about because I do that. Wilson is having his turn eating the new bedding. There's been a lot of turfing him out and him flying out the pen. Jagsy's just following me about because I think he would like to come in the House. So, you're not coming in tonight, baby. So, I'll just show you what's going on with the light, the sky, the field. It's going to be a nice sunset, I think. It's all purple there already. Are you out, Wilson? He's just had a lovely scratch. He was absolutely in piggy heaven. Hello, Wilma. Hello. He's a good girl. Hey, you good girl. I know, Jagsy, you want it all. We all want it all. Piggy poo, piggy pie. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I shall edit it all together for you now. So lots of love to you, and I hope you've had a fabulous weekend. Mwah. Bye.